Well, we'll see. We on live night right now. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, Facebook? Hope y'all can hear me. We are having kind of a trial, but we'll see. Got a little bit of music playing in the background. If you cannot hear me because of the music, then let me know. I don't see nobody on just yet, but if you're on here and you can't hear me, you know what? We'll just turn the music down just a little bit more. And then we'll just go ahead and get into this quick live. I wanted to rehash just a little bit about the post that I posted just a while ago. The post on resistance, embracing resistance. And I believe it's important for us to understand the concept of embracing resistance, because when it comes to success and it comes to uncovering and unearthing your true identity, when it comes to you being the best version of you and really elevating in life, you're going to have to realize that you're going to encounter some resistance. Resistance is indeed inevitable, and pressure seems to be unavoidable. But we should allow that pressure to crystallize our purpose, to help us to unearth those things. Diamonds are produced under the intense pressure and heat that is taking place under the earth, and it takes time for it to develop. Understanding that, first of all, resistance is inevitable, and that it always seems like that we're going to experience some pressure in life. We should consider that and understand that as we are embracing the idea of accepting that resistance is going to be there, we need to utilize that resistance. We need to utilize the pressure, because when the pressure is on, that is what causes things to crystallize. That's what makes a piece of ordinary carbon found in the earth, a mineral that's just ordinary, to become something that people value, something that people search for and look for. I'm talking about something that they even had a whole movie about, like blood diamond. You see the riff-raff that caused in that area, and I'm not saying that that's what we should be looking for, to cause a riff-raff, but people wanted this thing that was once an ordinary piece of coal. They wanted it. And that's what life alchemy is about. That's what we intend to help you to understand, that you might find yourself ordinary, or you may have even experienced some success in life, and it just hasn't begun to fulfill you the way that you intended for it. Is because there's a process that we all must undergo, and we must become that diamond under the extremity of pressure. We must take that resistance that we are experiencing and allow it to cause us to fly. Now, I don't know if you understand flight, from back in school when we was learning about all of those wonderful things like flight. It's a process that takes place, and the first thing that takes place is that there must be some momentum gain. See, when a plane begins to take off, it gains momentum. And that's the thrust. So we need to thrust ourselves towards our purpose. We need to thrust ourselves towards our goals. We must be consistent and gain momentum, because once the plane has reached enough momentum, it begins to experience resistance. See, somebody's going to understand that the resistance is there to help us to fly. It's the pressure, it's the pushback that we feel in life when we're trying to get to where we're going, but we encounter that thing, that something that is causing us to feel like we can't go any further. But it's that resistance. That as the wings of the plane is going, the wind blows over and under the wings, and as this resistance builds up, it creates something called lift. It begins to lift up off the ground. See, we want to avoid hard times. We want to avoid the resistance of life. And I'm not saying go look for it. I'm just saying that we shouldn't be trying to figure out a way out of it. We should try to figure out a way through it. Because as we push through the resistance, it's the pushing through that allows the plane to fly. And if you want to go to the next level in your life, if you want to unearth your identity and realize your purpose, I mean, true success in life cannot be understood, cannot be realized without understanding your identity, because it's your identity that reveals your purpose, the reason why you're here. There's that thing about your life that makes it significant and worth living and worth getting up every day and going out and doing the things that you do, your purpose. So it's in that resistance. That's why we must embrace the resistance, because that's the very thing we need to help us fly. So listen, this is Anthony Morris, the Awaken Coach, Beacon Fire. Look, I just wanted to drop that. It's just been in my head a little bit. I was just, thinking about that post, embracing the resistance. And I know there's a lot of us that's experiencing resistance right now. It might not be you, it might be somebody you know. But we're experiencing resistance. We're experiencing pressure, the pressure of parenting, the pressure of adulting, the pressure of school life. Whatever it is, we're experiencing some type of pressure. We're experiencing some type of resistance. And what I want us to understand is that if we embrace it, if we accept it as a part of our journey, and we begin to really dive deep, we can find some jewels. We can find those character flaws that we need to adjust, those mindsets that we need to change, and we can begin to transform. And as we begin to transform, the truer self begins to emerge, and there's purpose. We see it. It's becoming more clear. It's becoming more evident than it ever has been before. The reason why we're here. So look, y'all have a good day. Beacon out. Bless. We'll see how it went.